Here we go, boys. Episode 4. So we're continuing on with our new game of prawns. And, yeah. Let's see, we're doing okay on space on the computer, too. So everything should be coming up Millhouse. Previously on Game of Prawns.
My father is planning to make a move against your family. He knows all your weaknesses.
Oh, I made a mistake the other day where I was referring to Elena Glenmore as Gwyn.
He's been sending a great deal of gold to someone in King's Landing.
We were told we'd be speaking to Lord Tyrion alone.
That's
enough. And you were probably also told to lay off the McDonald's, badass.
That's just some shit story for little kids.
I've heard stories. Old tales of a secret forest within a forest. Your lord knew what he was talking about. I'm part of the free folk. People round here called wildlings.
Are you now, laddie?
My true name is Sarah Flowers.
You're a bastard.
Yes, and I'm going to expose you.
It means a lot to be able to share that with someone. Someone I can trust.
He can't trust me, Rob. Not in this save file.
Elena Glenmore. You're not still marrying into this wretched family.
I'm sorry. I'm going to tell Father the betrothal is off.
It's a long journey to Marine on foot.
Marine?
Again, I got the betrothal on my first playthrough.
Unfinished business there. I don't want to talk about it.
If you presume to speak of my dragons, you best choose your words carefully.
Are you gonna be a good little forester?
Oh, I also mistakenly said in the last one
down.
that standing up to Griff wasn't like one of the main choices they listed at the end, when it really was. I just didn't see it and I was being retarded.
The foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Murderer.
I never did tell you about your father, did I? We bled him at first, like a pig.
This is Sparta! I've never done the make him suffer. I've always just kicked him off the wall. Because I've done, like, I did my main playthrough, and I did, like, a half playthrough, sorta. There he be. The dead boy.
I knew you were a killer the day you arrived. Seems Britt found out too. Now they all see it.
Britt was the killer, and worse. He got what was coming to him.
And you made sure he got it, didn't you?
I sure
Threw
bet your
him
sweet baby
clear
I
off
did.
them all. You told me what you did to get here. We both know you had blood on your hands. But now, you've killed one of your brothers. You'll lose your head for this, Tuttle. You'll be disgraced, dishonored, and burned till there's nothing left of you.
You won't execute me. With Mance Raider coming, the Night's Watch needs all the men it can get.
Honest men, loyal men, not brother killers. There's only one thing to be done with you now.
Hey, Frostfinger. I saw what Garrett did to Britt last night. I was there. My relief was late, so I stayed behind.
Yeah, he was there.
Then go on. What did you see, boy?
It wasn't Garrett's fault. We were on watch when Britt just attacked him. Garrett had no choice but to fight back.
There isn't a man at the wall wouldn't sell his own mother for the right price. You two are up to something. Some deal you worked out. Or he's defending you for...
Finn's just being a good brother. I think. Can't watch a man die and just...
I decide what justice is.
I am
Garrett
justice.
killed a man of the watch. There's a price to be paid for that. Let's go. I knew it was a mistake to make you a ranger.
Rosfinger. What's to be done with him? We're heading to Crusted.
You'll have to find someone else for your expedition. Your man here still has a lot to answer for. Now out of the way, Snow.
Give us a moment.
Then kiss him quick and be done with it.
Garrett. You told me there wouldn't be any trouble with Britt. What happened? I thought you were smarter than that, Garrett. I thought you were going to be by my side at Crestus.
I'm sorry I let you down, John. I didn't mean for it to come to this.
You gave me your word, Garrett. It can't have been easy. Facing the man who killed your family.
Aye.
Is there nothing to be done?
Aside from removing Tuttle's head from his shoulders? No.
But
you're about to go off and execute a nest full of traitors at Craster's. How is this any different?
Godspeed with you, Garrett. We're down a man, so keep your eyes open. Now let's move.
Wasn't it
You're
the
begging
expedition to
your gods all
Craster's
you
where,
want,
like,
boy.
Jon Snow fucked
The
Ygritte?
axe has the final
Spoilers.
say.
Oh, no. We'll have none of that. No, you will not play that song and fuck me over with copyright strikes and blocking this in other countries. We'll play a different song. We will do this. The same song, but better. It's not the same song. There we go. The true theme. I mean, I could still very likely get a copyright claim as it goes on with the in-game soundtrack, but still. That one will get it blocked in some countries.
Hoping for wealth, protection. Liars, every one of them. And I expect you are no different. You don't want to see what I do to liars.
I wouldn't lie to you. You have my word.
Your word means nothing.
And you
Not
mean
when
nothing.
it is so easily bought.
Got him. My queen. Do you know the way?
Oh, shit.
Are you frightened? I thought you'd seen a dragon before. Your reaction says otherwise.
I'm still getting used to it, that's all.
I'm sure that's it. Would you like to touch him? Go ahead. Unless you are afraid. Of course, a man who has really faced a dragon before may have reason to be afraid. Go on. You're brave, at least.
I don't think he likes me.
You still have a hand, don't you? You claim you saw Drogon. Give me a reason to believe you. I told you I've heard this story before. I'm going to need more than that.
My friend has the burns to prove it. It's likely to leave a scar.
Your dragon did this.
Well, he wouldn't. You must have tried to fight him. What have you done to him? If you've hurt him...
Hurt him?
He attacked us.
Drogon wouldn't strike without reason. You must have scared him. He is not some kind of thoughtless beast.
The men who were following us, the Lost Legion, they drew their swords and tried to fight him.
And Drogon defended himself.
So we somehow deserve to be burnt alive because your little baby was scared?
Your tongue is dangerously sharp, sellsword. Why did you come here? You offer me nothing but lies. To what end? You want gold? A title? My undying gratitude?
With your permission, I want to hire a contingent of the Second Sons. I need them to help me fight for my family back in Westeros.
The Second Sons? Has your reason failed you?
Please, if...
I also came here looking for an army. But what I found were the cries of children, and people suffering in chains while their masters profited from their misery. My sellswords will help me free the slaves of Meereen. That is their mission. Your need is not greater than theirs. These are people who have suffered for years without end.
What if we left after the liberation, once the slaves are free?
Once the slaves are free, I will sail back to Westeros and reclaim my crown. There is no after.
There must be something I can
God,
do
she's
to
such a
convince
stubborn
you.
bitch. Don't get me wrong, I like Daenerys.
As we speak, my men prepare to enter Meereen. What they are about to do is much bigger than you or I. Bigger than one family back in Westeros. So, unless you think you can storm Meereen and free all the slaves yourself, you have nothing more to offer me, Croft. You may leave.
That's it.
Your Grace.
See them out.
Beskar knows the city better than anyone, Your Grace.
What the hell, Asher?
Is this true?
Yes. I lived in Meereen for a time. On the eastern side of the city. Fucking bastard.
So you wish to accompany them? You'd help the Second Sons. Guide them into Meereen.
I can't, Asher.
This could be our only chance.
Is that what you're saying?
You're really considering this?
We'll help you free the city. If you'll just consider what I've asked.
We can talk about that after the slaves have been released from their chains. I believe that's more than fair. You two will join Croft and his men. Get them into the city, help them liberate Meereen, and I will see that you are rewarded. But your uncle stays here. If I find you've lied or put my men in danger...
I understand.
Good. Croft will get you settled in. It's going to be a long night.
I told you I didn't want to go back to Meereen. What the hell was that?
Look, I'm sorry it happened this way.
As long as you get your army, right?
Beskar.
Get your armor patched up in here. Extra bedrolls if you need them. Piss buckets in the corner where it's always fucking been.
Long time since you had a piss bucket.
I spent 2 years trying to get where I am now. Don't fuck this up for me, Asher. Nail! We got 2 more!
Alright, who are we now? Only time will tell. We are Roderick. Oh, is this the part where Ramsey comes back? I think it might be.
Curse his bloody leg! It's not your leg that's the problem, Roderick. You've got to be practical. You got the best of Griff last time. When he comes looking for revenge, do you think you can beat him? He'll be angry, looking for revenge.
It sounds like you prefer if Roderick stayed down in the mud.
Look at me, Royland. I barely hold this damn thing, much less swing it. So, you're gonna give up then?
Oh no, of course not.
There are other ways to fight, my lord. You can't handle a sword like you used to, so find another advantage. Surprise your opponent. Do something unexpected. Like what? I'll show you.
Alright, Roland.
Come at me. Bring your opponent down to your level. When I attack you, drop down, avoid my blade, and swing at the back of my knees. Wait for me to attack.
Roderick!
Too early.
Let's try it again.
Too late,
Almost. Again. Ha! Now that's how you do it.
Think you let me?
My lord, sorry to interrupt.
Lena?
She insisted on seeing you immediately.
Lady Elena, I'm sorry to hear we won't be sisters.
Talia. Roderick. Can I speak with you? Privately. You remember my little brother?
Quiver! Good gods, you've grown.
You could just call me Arthur now.
I hope you don't mind us coming unannounced. But something's happened. I didn't know what else to do. Maybe this was a bad idea.
I've missed you, Elena.
I've missed you too. Truth be told, you're the only one I can turn to. Lord Whitehill paid my father a visit at Rillwater Crossing. He told my father you were disobeying Griff's authority and
he wanted to teach you a lesson.
as if I'm some token to be handed around.
You mean...
He demanded I marry his son, Griff.
What?
Lord threatened my family. Told my father if he refused, we'd be slaughtered along with you.
Father acted the damn coward.
He agreed, Roderick. I am to marry Griff Whitehill. That arrogant, pig-eyed prick!
Then you have to defy your father.
I intend to. Do you think I want to marry that disgusting pig? But my father won't listen. I'm not gonna be the bone they throw that howling dog. I'm not gonna
I
be
guess
some
this always
prize
happens
for him to be
anyway, so it
broken.
doesn't matter that I didn't get the betrothal. Because this scene was gonna happen anyway.
We have to get rid of him. I can't think of any other way. My father won't see reason.
It's time someone brought Griff down.
We were hoping you'd say that.
You brought your men.
I command Father's elite guard. These men are trained archers, swordsmen. Experts in both ranged and close combat. They're yours. If you'll help us take down Griff.
The whole guard?
20 men. My father still thinks they're aboard a ship bound for the Reach. What do you have to lose, Roderick? Griff has been a nightmare for you and your house.
You can't have any reason to keep him around.
White'll still have my little brother. If I hurt Griff, there's no telling what they'll do to Ryan.
I understand your worry, Roderick. I don't want Ryan hurt any more than you do. I know this might sound mad, but it's the only way. Get rid of Griff, and you'll be free to use the guard however you like. You can finally take control of your house again. Please, promise me you'll do this. I love you, Roderick.
I would be happy to.
Thank you, Roderick.
Griff won't even see it coming. My men are yours to command.
Thank you, Quinn. Arthur.
Could you give us a moment? You don't know how much this means to me. I'm sorry I couldn't marry you before. Maybe when this is all over, we could play hide and seek in the grove again. Pretend we're still children. Forget all that's happened these last few years.
I love you, Helena.
I love you too.
Oh boy, more conniving and usefulness from our girl Mira. Who'd have thunk it?
Can't believe it's another coronation already. Our kings just get younger and younger.
Tommen's not ready. He's too soft.
Maybe that was the imp's plan.
I wonder if Marjorie Tyrell will be there today.
You mean Queen Marjorie? She was married to Joffrey.
For all of 1 hour.
His brother too, not to
I
mention
do really like the Tyrell arc, where Cersei was actually one you were rooting for by the end of it. That's like the only time that happened.
What is it, Tom?
Remember that warning you'd heard from Roderick?
About Whitehill's contact?
God.
Did you find
Again,
anything?
Tom seems like such a simp in this playthrough just because of how shittily I treated him.
Lord Whitehill. Lord Whitehill is sending a great deal of gold to someone here in King's Landing. He's definitely up to something.
That's all you found out? I already knew that much.
It's the best I could do. The only people I'm even certain he deals with are those ironwood merchants.
Lord Morgren and Lord Andros.
They'll both be at the feast after Tommen's coronation today. Maybe you can learn something.
I can't go. She's not exactly happy with me right now. I've been uninvited.
Couldn't Sarah help? Ask her to get you in. She'd do it, right? Don't handmaidens look out for each other?
I think I can convince her. I know things about her that she wouldn't want told.
Time to apply a little pressure then.
It's nearly time.
Just be careful, Lady Mira. King's Landing seems to have it in for you.
Nah, not in this ending. More like for you, Tom. Spoilers.
Hey, what are you doing out here? There's leftover honey cake in the kitchens.
Have to guard this one. Locked him up in the old storeroom until morning.
That the one who killed Brit? He's not going anywhere. Come on. He'll be back before anyone notices.
All right. Maybe just a quick bite. He's likely to freeze to death out here anyway.
Don't know what I expected. No one out there. Oh, this one looks loose.
Garrett!
Cotter, what are you doing here?
I heard him talking. You're to be executed in the morning.
What about Finn? He told them.
Nobody believes him, or don't want to. They think he's covering for you. Some are even saying he helped you do it.
I have to get out of here.
That's why I came. I want to help.
You'd be executed too. Why would you want to help me?
I told you my secret. And you said you were my friend. Well, what kind of friend would I be if I left you to die here? So I'm getting you out of here. I don't want to hear any complaining.
I owe you for this. If we make it out alive...
Well, now that you mention it...
What?
I want to go with you, Garrett. To the North Grove. You know I can't stay here. I'm leaving Castle Black. But I'd rather not go it alone. So if you're going north, I'm coming with you.
Well, I'm not going anywhere unless I can get out of this bloody storeroom first.
I can try and pick the lock, but I'm not sure it will work. It's rusted a bit inside. I can try, but it may not do any good.
There's a loose stone over here. Can you see it?
Yeah. It's not moving, though.
Keep trying. Let me see what I can do. I can't move it. Won't budge.
It won't open. It won't budge.
Bugger it all.
Oh, wood's rotten. This is all bloody useless. Onions and crab apples. At least I won't starve to death. If I ever find a way out of here. That might be useful.
Garrett, what are you doing?
Getting out of here.
I can see it. It's coming loose.
I'm gonna try to push it out. You pull, all right?
I hope no one heard that. Hey, can you fit through?
I think. You two idiots lucky I'm not Frostfinger. Thought you were being sly, eh? I figured you'd try something like this. Oh, Finn. Am I glad to see you? I'm the sword in the darkness. Helping a fellow brother keep his head. You'll need this. Now, let's go.
You're not coming with us, Finn.
What are you on about? Frostfinger already thinks I'm helping you. What do you think he's gonna do when he hears you've run off with Potato Fucker over here? I'd rather take my chances with you. And I'm good in a fight. You know that.
Yeah, good at starting them anyway.
You'll need another blade at your side.
Having another ranger along couldn't hurt. Till he stabs you in the back.
We'll talk later. Move!
There's no turning back now. We're deserters for sure. We're breaking our vows.
I've taken plenty of oaths. Broken plenty too. Words don't mean shit.
There'll be a price on our heads.
My family back home is counting on me to put things right. And I mean to do it. Vows aren't going to stop me.
They know we're gone now.
Then how fast can you run?
You fuck potatoes.
It's worse than I thought, isn't it?
Roderick! There you are.
Lady Forrester!
What's wrong, Mother?
It's Griff. He was arguing with the Maester and things got out of hand.
I'm coming.
What do you mean to do? This could be our chance.
He's right.
We must hurry before things get violent.
I'll make sure the Maester is safe. That's what matters.
Just don't forget your promise, Roderick.
The rest of my men are still in the grove. They could be here in minutes.
Make sure they're ready to do some damage.
Sounds like a good time. Let's go.
And Arthur, listen for my signal. I'll strike my cane when I want you to enter.
We'll be ready.
I'm coming with you.
It's not safe. You should wait for your brother.
I don't care if it isn't safe.
Griff thinks I belong to him. I need to show him I don't.
Together then.
Stop this at once.
Why? You let that bite fester!
No, I tried.
You'd have tried harder for a Forrester.
My lord, please. I am the only lord who matters here. Roderick, help me. Tell your dog to obey its new master. And while you're at it, Elena Glenmore, what are you doing with him? You're supposed to be marrying me.
I'd rather marry a dead horse.
You watch your bloody tongue.
or I'll give you what I'm giving the Maester.
She'll never marry you, Griff.
She'll do what she's told. And so will he, when I'm through with him. You should have set a better example.
Don't believe ya.
You'll pay for this, in blood.
Still the old cocky Roderick, eh? Trying to show Elena that you'll never back down. You know what I think?
My brother is ready.
I think you need another lesson in humility. Just like your Maester here. I've let you off too fucking easily, Roderick. What the hell is this?
What are your orders?
I'm the only one here who gives the orders.
Kill anyone that moves!
You heard him. Stop now! You can't do this.
Now then, about humility.
Get your hands off me!
Maester, are you all right?
Yes, I think so. My father will go straight to Roose Bolton.
I did warn you, Griff.
You gonna hear me? Your friends won't be around forever, Roderick. And when they're gone... Is this the man you'd rather have?
Roderick!
Enough! That's enough! Are you satisfied?
You need to stop!
I'm good.
My eye!
Roderick! No! No, you can't!
Why are you protecting him?
I'm not protecting him, I'm protecting Ryan! When Ludd hears of this, don't you realize what they'll do to him? If you kill Griff...
Lord Whitehill doesn't have to find out.
You can only keep this a secret for so long. I want him dead, believe me.
but not at the cost of Ryan's life. Besides, he may still be useful to us.
It's all right, Roderick.
Least I could do.
Confine the Whitehills to the cellars. No one gets in or out.
Word cannot reach High Point. You must be sure of it. Not until we want it to. Kill the Ravens. All of them.
Somebody do it, and then we gotta get rid of the traitor.
I swear I will!
Fuck you and your queen.
That's enough! So long as you're in my camp, you will obey my orders. And getting pissed drunk before a mission.
Obey?
You know what kind of shit-brained fool does that? One who wants to fucking die out there! Have you lost your damn mind?
I am not some animal in a cage.
What in the seven bloody hells?
I'm glad to see you two are getting along. Warms the heart.
I'm not the one with the problem. It's him.
She can't fight like this, Asher.
You think I'm too drunk to fight? What the fuck
What
do
are you
you
gonna
know?
do? When out there swinging a fucking...
Still think I can't fight?
You fucking bitch!
Oh, there we go.
Ha! Nice one, Veska.
You motherfucker!
You could never handle a fair fight, could you?
Deal with your friend! She'll get us all
You
killed!
sound scared, Croft.
This is bloody important.
You afraid your mother will spank you?
Mind your own business, Croft. You don't need to worry about us.
Just take care of this. Because if she can't hold it together,
we're leaving without the both of you.
You think your little thumbcock can take Marine all by itself? I'd never work with a bloody show like you
Mister,
anyway!
what the hell is going on?
You gonna lecture me too? Croft doesn't know shit about anything. None of you do.
Fortunately, we have to listen to him, even if he is an arsehole. He's in charge of this mission, and what he says goes.
He's not in charge of me. You think I give two shits about what Croft has to say? You're the only reason I'm even fucking here. You told your little dragon queen I would go into Marine with you.
You get me burned by a dragon!
Just talk to me, Veska!
We're done talking. Come on, Asher. Hit me. Oh, if this was a real fight, you'd be dead.
I'm not going to do that! So what, you're gonna kill me because you don't want to go into some fucking city?
I was a slave! Here, in this fucking city. I was taken from my home when I was only 3 years old. When I was 7, my master threw me in the fighting pits to die.
When my master tired of watching me kill animals for sport, he started sending other children. I butchered every one of them. After a while, I thought the fear was gone.
But it made you strong, didn't it?
You say that like it makes it worth it. There was this boy. We used to play 5 stones in the alley when we couldn't sleep. When I saw him next, he was in that pit with me. I saw the fear in his eyes. That same fear I felt my first time. And I realized it hadn't left me. I still wanted to live. I wanted it so badly. My master watched as I did it, smiling. I could have killed him for that fucking smile.
Yeah.
Thank you, little brother. I bought my freedom a long time ago, but I have always hated this place. Hated him. Dezor So Raza. Because of that man. Marine is a city of dead children. Don't worry about me. I won't let you down.
I know you won't.
You shouldn't say that.
Why not?
Mira, I'll meet you inside. What are you doing here? I have to get in there, Sarah. I know I'm not supposed to attend, but then you know Lady Marjorie doesn't want to see you. What could be so important? I have some business to take care of. That's all you need to know. Some business. Just trust me.
Look, I can't get you in. Marjorie's already furious with you. And I'm not really interested in joining you on her bad side.
If you don't help me, I'll tell everyone your secret.
I told you that in confidence. You'd really use that against me.
I would.
Fine.
And still
I'll
will if
get
I
you
get a
into that
chance.
party. But after that, you're on your own. She's with me. We'll stay out of trouble. I promise. Feels a bit strange to celebrate, doesn't it? Not so long ago, King Joffrey sat on the Iron Throne.
Tommen is our king now.
Long may he reign.
Sarah! I was worried you'd run off with your friend there.
And what if I did?
I'm not sure I could blame you.
This is Lady Mira Forrester. Mira, Lord Garibald Tarwick.
She's quite lovely. Where have you been hiding her?
You're making her blush.
You're quite handsome yourself. I can see why Sarah likes you.
Hopefully that's not the only reason. It's quite a feast, isn't it? Just be careful around the wine. Though I hear you don't partake yourself. It's easy to forget. Nothing you do in King's Landing goes unnoticed. Drink too much once and you're forever the drunken fool. Talk to the wrong people and...
Lord Tarwick!
What was that about?
Nothing. That subject isn't fit for your delicate ears anyway.
My ears are not delicate.
Of course they are. Look how tiny they are. Little lobes.
Stop it.
What?
I mean it. Is there someone you'd rather be talking to?
My apologies. I just noticed Lords Andros and Morgren over there.
What a shame. Ruining a perfectly good afternoon with that nonsense.
Perhaps someone should encourage them to argue elsewhere. If you'll excuse me.
This reminds me of the tourney at Lannisport. You wouldn't believe it.
You've told me this story.
But you would have loved it. We danced all evening, drank wine from our helmets.
That is it! Andros, you're being ridiculous!
Please, if you'll excuse me. Lady Mira, I'm impressed.
Impressed with what?
That you aren't currently locked in a cell. I trust this means that you took care of that contract. How did you do it, if I may ask? I wasn't expecting to see you again, if I'm being honest.
I broke into Tyrion's study and stole it.
Risky, but it worked, clearly. I do believe King's Landing is rubbing off on you. So, what have you been up to? Enjoying yourself? Though I suppose if you're talking to me...
You said if I got rid of that contract, we could work together.
I did. But my situation has changed recently. And not for the better.
What do you mean?
I've been pushed out of the Ironwood business.
Oh.
All thanks to my partner. Bloody imbecile. Andros is now Lord Whitehill's exclusive contact in King's Landing. No matter the fact that I introduced them in the first place. That man would be nothing without me.
It appears we have an enemy in common, Lord Morgren.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Then perhaps you'll have better luck against Andros and his new partner, Lyman Lannister.
He's working with a Lannister?
A third cousin, to be fair. Whatever Andros is up to, he clearly thinks Lyman can take my place.
Rickon!
Are you done flirting with that handmaiden? We need your opinion here.
Oh, leave him alone.
Please excuse me.
I'm cozying up to him so I can do really well in the bad ending.
I've already told you, and didn't we agree to stop talking business?
All right, Ricard. How about something more personal then?
Oh, you're calling me Ricard now.
Well, when are you going to get married?
Isla! Lord Andros?
Mira Forrester. Did you come to poke your nose in my business once again? You have a nasty habit of doing that.
You're always so livid, Lord Andros. It can't be good for the Constitution.
You think you can mock me? You have no idea what you're up against.
Why don't you tell me then?
All you need to know is I've got powerful friends, Lady Mira. Tyrion isn't the only Lannister interested in what I have to offer. And if you don't stay out of my way, you'll end up in the Black Showls with the Imp. Good day, Lady Mira.
Excuse me? Lyman Lannister?
Shit. You startled me. As if I don't already have enough to deal with.
Here, let me help.
That's very kind of you, thank you, but I'm fine. I just get clumsy sometimes. I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage, Lady...
Mira.
Lady Mira. I'm not used to being approached so boldly. But I'm glad you did. I always feel a bit out of place at big gatherings like this. So, what brings you over here? I'm not the best company, I'm afraid.
You look like you could use some company. What are you doing all by yourself?
I don't mind, really. I only came to discuss some business with Lord Andros. I'm told it's rude to leave early.
Oh? What kind of business?
I really shouldn't talk about it. Andros came to me in confidence. You understand? He wouldn't be pleased, I'm sure.
If you like, you can whisper it in my ear.
Well, I suppose I could just...
Lyman! What do you think you're doing?
What? Nothing.
You stay away from him.
Andros! We were just talking.
You were just talking to Mira Forrester.
Forrester? I didn't realize.
My lord?
Let me say this as plainly as I can. Don't ever meddle in my affairs again!
Lady Marjorie.
We try to swoosh away.
Lady Marjorie.
Lady Mira? That was quite a scene over there. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I can handle Lord Andros.
It's Lyman I was worried about.
What do you mean?
Honestly, that story isn't fit for a maiden's ears. Just be careful around him.
Don't tease me, Lord Darwin. I'll keep your secret safe.
I suppose I could tell you. If you'll first tell me something about Sarah. Your help could save me a lot of embarrassment. I'd be very grateful, Lady Mira.
What do you want to know about Sarah?
Backstabbing time.
Sarah Durwell. Interesting name, that. funny thing is, the last Durwells died off almost 200 years ago. What can you tell me about her family? Something isn't quite right, but I'm not sure. You must understand.
She asked me not to tell anyone. But Sarah is a bastard.
Are you certain?
She was born Sarah Flowers. The Tyrells renamed her.
How incredibly disappointing. She seems so refined.
She's been lying her whole life. She even lied to me until recently.
How horrifying. And to think I nearly... Thank you for being honest with me.
It was the least I could do. And now, Lord Tarwick, it's your turn.
Right. Lyman Lannister. 10 years ago, Lyman was injured at the tourney at Lannisport. He took a bad fall from his horse. Needed milk of the poppy for weeks, just to keep from screaming.
Oh.
And between us, he's never stopped drinking the stuff. Can't stop, actually. He spent all his money trying to get more. The man can't go a day without it.
So that's why he shakes.
You mustn't repeat that, Lady Mira. I
I
shouldn't
will,
even know
if
about
I
it.
get the chance.
Besides, Lyman suffered enough embarrassment. And every man's entitled to his secrets.
I won't tell. I promise.
Good. I'd hate for Lord Andros to trace this back to me.
You learned that from Andros?
The man's mouth is bigger than the Blackwater. Poor Lyman has no idea. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some arrangements to undo.
Alright, well let's go backstab him now.
Lady Mira?
Lord Lyman, we really need to talk.
I know what you're up to. I won't discuss my business with Andros, so please, please, just leave me alone. You've landed me in enough trouble.
Just be quiet, Lyman.
Either tell me what you want, or go bother someone else.
You've been drinking more than wine, Lord Lyman.
What? What do you...
I know about the milk of the poppy. And what happened at Lannisport.
No, you can't. No one can know.
If you want me to keep it quiet, tell me about Andros.
Andros is hiring sellswords. Hundreds of them.
What?
He's building an army for Lord Whitehill, big enough to march against Ironrath. But Andros is doing it in secret. No one knows. Or at least, he doesn't want anyone to know.
And you're helping him.
Yes, I've helped gather the men, but that doesn't... There. You got what you wanted. But if you tell anyone what you heard about me, those sellswords won't be the only thing you have to worry about.
What did I tell you?
It doesn't matter anymore, Andros. She knows everything.
Lady Mira, you've just made a very grave error. Very grave indeed.
Don't be so bloody dramatic, because I'm just getting started.
Actually starting to take kind of a liking to evil Mira. Granted, that's not necessarily an evil move, that's the right move, but all the backstabbing and everything, I'm kind of enjoying it.
You sure you know where you're going? Cotter?
Let's see that map again.
So you're asking now, are you? Surprised you haven't taken it from my pocket already.
How much food we got left? Here we are. Carried.
But this won't last much longer.
If Finn wasn't eating all of it.
It's not me.
We'll have to stop soon, look for some food. We're on the right track. This way. The free folk. This complicates things. You stay here. I'll try and talk to her. I'm one of them.
Wait, what? He's a fucking wildling, Cotter!
They might kick me around a little, but whatever you do, don't come out, alright? She has to think I'm alone. If she sees you, you'll only make things worse.
Good hunting? No, I'm a friend. I grew up near Ardhome. You know it? I won't hurt you. All right.
You won't.
I'm one of you. Oh!
You sure look like a crow to
no.
me.
You're dressed like one.
You out here all alone, little pup. Come out or I'll kill your friend! Or I'll make him scream first.
Listen, I don't want to fight.
Then you shouldn't have come here.
Please!
You should have stayed behind your wall.
He's not alone.
I knew a little crow wouldn't wander off by himself.
Leave them be, all right? Just take me. Let him go. That we're just passing through. We didn't mean any harm.
Right. You and your fuckless men just want to kill us all and take our land. But you didn't mean any harm.
Garrett.
Kill them!
All right. You asked for it.
Thanks. Fuck! Cotter! Our food! Hey! Garrett! Garrett, no! She's not fighting yet! It's over! Shit! Are those the last of our supplies? We can't stay here.
You're hurt.
Come on! We can rest up ahead.
thought I'd feel better seeing Griff dragged out of the Great Hall like that. You wanted to kill him, didn't you? How did you know when to stop? I don't think I could have. I suppose that's why you're the Lord.
I didn't. I didn't know how to stop myself. If Mother hadn't stepped in, I'd have killed him.
What do you think Lord Whitehill will do when he hears? If he truly has a spy...
He won't know of this. Not until we want him to. The gates are barred and every raven in the rookery is dead.
My lord, there's been a message from High Point. Lord Whitehill invites you to discuss a truce.
He wants to make peace.
As if we're that naive.
Maybe this is an opportunity. A way to get behind their walls.
And do what? You'd be putting yourself in danger, Roderick.
We could get Ryan back. This could be our chance.
You're right. Now that we have Griff, we can propose a trade.
A trade? His son for my brother. Then we have a plan. We leave first thing tomorrow morning.
If you're going ahead with this, at least bring the Glenmore soldiers.
We obviously need them here.
You can't mean for Roderick to travel unprotected.
What if the Whitehills attack Ironrath while he's gone?
My lord, you cannot go into an enemy stronghold unprotected.
We'll need the Glenmores at High Point. They'll accompany us.
Yes, my lord.
Let Arthur Glenmore know at once.
I'll start making the preparations.
To think that one of them might be spying for the Whitehills.
It's Duncan. Spoiler.
Duncan wanted you to travel to High Point without any protection.
Yet Royland would leave Ironrath defenseless.
Well, I'll need an advisor with me at High Point.
By rights, it should be your sentinel. But for something this delicate, perhaps you best take Duncan.
You're going to an enemy stronghold. Surely you want your master-at-arms. How could any of them betray us?
Royland's my sentinel. He comes to High Point. Duncan can stay here and defend Ironrath.
Very well.
Roderick, I know I can't come to High Point, but I can't just sit around and do nothing. I want to help. Please. I'll do anything you ask of me.
Talia, I may be leaving you here with a traitor.
Find out who it is. Find proof if you can.
I'll do my best.
I have faith in you, Talia. I've known Lord Whitehill a long time. He's selfish, greedy, and arrogant. But he'd never kill a guest in his own home. At least, I don't think he would.
I hope you're right, Mara.
Should have taken Duncan with me so that he couldn't free, what's his name? Griff.
Welcome.
Because that might happen. Oh,
Don't
well.
worry about me.
No going back.
Focus on the mission. Your family needs you.
But do you know what we are
That's what
going to
matters
do?
right now.
We are going to stop here for today. See you guys next time. Toodles.